welcome to another episode of Cult Movie Club, where today we're going through what's in this stack of Blu-rays that I got in the month of June. Now, there looks a lot here, however, I must stress, 5 of these titles I only paid £2 for in a charity shop, so looks like a lot, didn't spend a lot. So we'll go through, we'll start with some stuff that I got from CeX, we'll move into the charity shop stuff then. So the first title is an 88 Films title from the Slasher Classics collection, and it's Alice Sweet Alice, which is a film from the mid-70s, which I had never seen before, however I was aware of. I really enjoyed this film. It's highly, highly recommended if you're into like giallo films, then you'll really like this. Really impressed with it, highly recommend. And the next one is an Arrow video release that I think cost about £5 in CeX. This was a film that I was aware of when they released it back in 2015, I think, but there was a lot of comments saying how bad the film was and stuff. Totally forgot about it pretty much since until I saw it in the CeX, and I was like, you know what, for £5 I'm going to give that a go. So I did, and it's not bad. It's Satan's Blade, which was a film made in the early 80s before, well, the big slasher boom kicked off. I think it was made a couple of years before, but didn't get released till obviously when everything took off. It's not a bad film. It's very, very, very low budget. The actors are, you know, they're not trained actors or anything like that. If you're into this kind of thing, you will get something from it. I was impressed because this release actually came with the booklet as well. So yeah, that was worth the £5. So just the charity shop stuff here now. So there was a charity shop I went into, and it was 4 DVDs or Blu-rays for £1. Okay. Now, normally when there's that kind of deal, you'll only find one that you want, or there'll be one Blu-ray and the rest of DVDs and stuff like that. However, there was like half a shelf of Blu-rays. Some of them I did already have, but there was some pretty decent titles, so I grabbed 4, and there was another title that I just took and paid a straight £1 for because I was just fine with how much this cost. So the first one is The Conjuring, which comes in this slipcase. The Conjuring is a horror film that I have never seen. However, I'm fully aware of it and all its sequels. So I am going to give this one a watch pretty soon and see what the hype's about. So that was one. This was a film that I wanted to rewatch that I'd seen back in the day when it came out, but kind of forgot about a little bit, but I wanted to rewatch it, and it's The Fourth Kind. I did try and watch this the other night, however I fell asleep. Not because it was boring me, because I was just really tired. I shouldn't have put it on. So that's the film I'm looking to rewatch. This I've never seen. I think this came out around the COVID time, 2020. Yeah, it was okay. It's Mortal Kombat, so I've not seen this yet, so I'm hoping that's alright. This was a film that I have seen, and this came in slipcase as well. Something I didn't have, which is the Tom Cruise film, American Made, which didn't do very well at the time, but it's actually a really good film. It's pretty different. It's sandwiched in between all these Mission Impossible films that it was pumped out recently. I thought it was really good. And the last one is End of Watch, which I did see back in the day. However, again, it was within this deal, so I just picked it up because I thought I'll give that a rewatch. So all those were £2. So I got 4 for £1, and then I just grabbed another title and just paid £4 for that. So back to some stuff from CeX, which this was a film I wanted to rewatch, and I saw this at a pretty reasonable price. I think it was like £4. And this is Requiem for a Dream, which is Darren Aronofsky film. I saw this in I think about 2002, 2003, something like that, and really liked it. It is a bit of a grim watch. You won't feel great after watching it if you've not seen it, but it's one of those films that you should see. It's been a while since I've watched it. So, and going with that, I picked up The Wrestler, which I think was £2, which I again saw back in the day. Got a really good Mickey Rourke performance. You got a lot of, he had basically a mini comeback off this film, however squandered it not long after. Great film, again, looking forward to rewatching that. Now this was something that I saw online, that I saw very cheap, and I should have known why it was cheap. Basically, it's this Japanese films, Death Note films. Now Death Note was this huge anime and huge comic book series. And then they made 2 films out of it around the same time in 2007. I'm going to say. Could have been later. And they were really good. They were really, really good. They did remake it. Adam Wingard did a remake for Netflix, which was nowhere near as good at all. But these were really good. Now, I did have them on DVD back in the day, but I purged on with DVDs a long time ago and they were part of that. So, I'd seen the Blu-ray release, but it was big money and it has since gone out of print and is now going for like upwards of £40. So, I saw this online, which is the German release, and it was selling for £1.72, I think. And then with £1.70 postage. So I paid like £3.50, 60 for it, okay. And I just thought, I noticed that it was German audio, but it also had the Japanese audio. So I went for it because of that. I just instantly thought there'd be subtitles, which was my mistake. So when this came through, which it did a week later, when I checked it out, there was no English subtitles. So I have seen the films before, so I could probably watch the Japanese version and still know what's going on. However, it's not much use really. But for £3 odd, I mean this itself goes for big money. So I don't quite know what it was. Music Magpie that was selling it. I think they've got rid of it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might just keep it. Like I said, I could probably watch the Japanese audio and still be aware of what's going on because I have seen the films before and I'm aware of the plot lines and everything. But no English subtitles, unfortunately. You win some, you lose some. Last for you. So next one is a film I just watched. Literally just rewatched it. Really impressed with it. Really, really good. Solid 8 out of 10, but that's like, not everyone will like this film. It's a film by Ben Wheatley, which is Field in England, which I wanted to watch in 2013 when it had the simultaneous release, because it was released in cinemas on Blu-ray and DVD and on Film 4 on the same day. And I planned to watch it on Film 4, but it was on dead late at night and I fell asleep, because I'm dead good at doing that. And then I've just played catch up, so I picked it up in CeX, I think for £5. It's a bit psychedelic and it's very experimental, but I really enjoyed it. Next is a film by another big director that I'd not seen. I'd seen most of his later work, but I've not seen this one. And it's Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal as Denis Villeneuve film. I was quite impressed with this. It's very low-key compared to the rest of his work, because obviously we've got Blade Runner 2049, Sicario, Dune. You've got these massive, cinematic kind of masterpiece films, and this is it's like a David Lynch kind of film. But I really enjoyed it. Jake Gyllenhaal puts in 2 good performances here. So if you've not seen that, and you're into that kind of David Lynch, Mulholland Drive stuff, then that's worth a look. And the last one here, which I absolutely love this film, this is a pick of the month, probably, along with Field in England, I guess. Alice, Sweet Alice, loved all them. Enemy's got alright. Delicatessen, which is, I'm collecting these Studio Canal book releases. I've got Mulholland Drive, I've got The Deer Hunter, and I've got The Elephant Man. And I've got this. So there's a few more that I want to pick up. So I'm really into these. It's basically, you get the disc, and there's a little booklet inside. They're really nice. And I've never seen this film before, and saw this for £5 in CeX, so I just grabbed it. I watched it about a week or 2 later, and I really loved it, and I don't know why I'd slept on it for so long, because it's such a great piece of work. It's really, really well ahead of its time. This was like early 90s. Proper visionary stuff. If you've not seen this, check this out. Great film. And that is everything that I managed to pick up along the month of June. With these videos, this pile, like I said, 5 of those only cost me £2, and then there's a few bits there from CeX that I picked up quite cheap. So I don't go spending loads of money on Blu-rays because I can't afford to. I just, when I see stuff cheap, pick it up. That's why I don't have many new releases in these videos, because I just haven't got the means to purchase them on day one. I'll wait until they're a bit cheaper. So we'll see what we'll grab in July. For now, that is everything. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.